Well, she's arrived. Talk about cutting it fine. She's still putting a lip gloss on.
I am, I have to. Gary's somewhere there.
Award-winning author, television personality, equestrian show jumper, businesswoman and tabloid favourite.
This is the way you left me. I'm not pretending. No hope, no love, no glory, no happy ending.
The celebrity couple Katie Price and Peter Andre, who met and fell in love on a reality TV show, are now experiencing the reality of marriage breakup. Tonight, as Chris Rogers reports, they're hoping for privacy.
Everybody's talking all this stuff about me. Why don't they just let me live? I don't need permission, make my own.
I'm going through divorce. I'm doing nothing any different to anyone else. So what if I want to go on holiday? So what if I want to have a night out with my friends? I was always expecting it to end. I'm not going to let the media destroy me. You can't believe everything you read. You really can't.
Everybody's talking all this stuff about me. Why don't they?
Do you love me?
Shut up, Alex.
No, I'm going to put it on you now.
It's heading that way, yeah.
Make my own decisions. That's my prerogative.
Absolutely true. I've dressed him up myself. Call me strange, call me weird, whatever.
And here she is now. She's got her breath back. Welcome.
Thank you.
What happened?
What a rush was that? Literally seconds.
Late train?
No, I don't really know what happened. The traffic by the Westminster or something is a nightmare.
Well, it's good to have you here.
Thank you.
Looking back at that set of clips there, what an incredible year it's been. How do you feel sitting here now? As you've gone through all of that. Are you in a good place?
Yeah, I was just saying, I never saw the news clips. Only on our last show, after we'd done the marathon, when I saw that show, I saw the news clips because I was in the Maldives. And looking back at it, it's like, oh my God, it has happened. You know, I am in a good place. Yeah, really good place. Everything really good is happening.
We've got, I mean, there are lots to talk about, because we're going to talk about your book, of course. That's in a minute. But let's sort of pick our way through some of the stuff that's happening at the moment.
Don't look so sad, Phil.
Well, I am sad. I am sad because we were saying this before. It's like when you've got mates who break up and they come, and they used to come round for dinner a lot, and then they come round separately, and then one's having a go at the other, and then the other one's having a go, and it is always sad. And the thing with you guys is that you're doing it in public. And that seems such a shame that you would almost hope that it could be without any acrimony, that you could get on, get it done, even if only for the kids.
I mean, like, for 4 months, I did keep my mouth shut. I really did. And it was all media stuff going backwards and forwards, and I really did keep my mouth shut. But recently, so many claims keep coming out, and, I am human, so sometimes I do sit back and think, oh, my God, this is the truth, this is the truth. Why can't I say it? And everyone's like, no, just leave them to it, leave them to it. And lately I have bitten back because it is just unbelievable, the things they've written. So I don't want it to be in a public spat, but it is turning into that.
Katie,
but, me and Pete, we split up, and it's like, let's just move on, forget it. I think our divorce came through yesterday.
There's certainly this week, last couple of days. It's finalised in the last couple of days.
You know more than me. Well, as far as I know, we're split up. I mean, the divorce was going to happen anyway, but apparently it was yesterday because I read it like everyone else.
Do you feel that it's kind of getting to the point where you just keep having a go at each other, and it's just a bit like tit for tat, and you're just winding each other up a little bit?
I think a lot of it is media stuff, but like I've said, all I want to do is meet up with Pete. I mean, he still won't meet up with me. At the end of the day, I have to keep ringing solicitors to discuss the children. I just want to ring Pete. If I'm working and I'm away overnight, I'd like to say to Pete, if you're at home, do you want to have the kids instead of them being with the nannies? But it just doesn't come to that. And, one day we will talk and one day we will be friends, and that's all I want, because, OK, we're not going to get back together, we split, but let's just talk like adults.
But I guess as the more kind of mudslinging continues, the longer it's going to be before you can actually sit face to face and just have a normal conversation.
Yeah, all I'd like to say to Pete is, forget the media, we're human beings, we were together for 6 years, we know each other, let's just sit in a room, let's talk about the kids, you know. I don't even know if Pete went to the parents' evening. I went to the parents' evening for Junior. He didn't go to Harvest Day.
But that's point scoring again.
That's what I mean.
You're doing it again, though.
That's what I mean. He should be coming with us.
But I mean, he was here last week, and you know, and his side of the story, as we've said, you know, if it's mates, there's always a different side of the story. People view things in a different way. But saying that you don't know whether he went to the parents' evening on telly is going to sort of wind him up even more.
This is what I mean. If he spoke to me, you know, I get all the letters from the school.
But we don't know whether he had a good reason or not. He might have been busy.
No, he didn't even know. I don't think his nanny asked. But it would be like, you know, let's go to parents' evening. It's our child at the end of the day. Forget all the media stuff. I'm going to be there for life. It's like, come on, Pete.
Why do you think he doesn't want to sit down and meet you? Like, why do you think
I don't know. Do you know, I really don't know, but at the end of the day, I just don't hold anything against him. Let's just get on it. Let's just be friends, you know.
Don't you think that there is a possibility that, I mean, you are both media darlings, you know, your whole lives have been followed by the media, that there is a possibility that you get to the stage where, I mean, you're in the papers every day, it's not very pleasant, it's not nice to look at, whether it's true or not.
It's about the book.
Right, yeah, but whether or not it's true, and whether or not it's point scoring, and whether or not it's accurate, there comes a point where, and certainly looking through, you know, what people are saying to us this morning, is that they've sort of had enough now, and they're right, OK, well, that's your personal stuff, now stop it.
I agree. It's
behave,
so boring.
be dignified and get on with life.
Seeing the headlines every week, every day. A lot of it is lies. I must say, a lot of it is, and people believe things. But I'm even bored of it as well. I really am bored of it myself.
Just say something then. So if that is the case, and I'm just putting this out there because when I looked at the papers today, obviously you've got your book launch and then you've got your boys behind you.
I always go over the top with my press
but that's
launches.
all I was just thinking about. So you've got Alex there, who's obviously just a jag, and there's been all of those stories in the press. So that's going to add fuel to that fire.
But I decided about that before I did that. I always was going to do 4 men dressed up.
And then there's the guy that you... I mean, we don't believe anything we read in the papers, but that was supposed to be the person you might have had an affair with, blah, 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 blah. And then he's there as well. So if you want to move away from all the press attention, doing something like that is only going to make people go, oh, my God.
But you know what? A genius idea. It's my press call for my book standing out. What a genius idea. Why not? It's got people talking. Everyone knows my book's out.
It's a nightmare when your personal life, when your private life becomes a business, though. That's the problem. It is a great idea.
For me and Pete, it is a business, you know. My life, we all know the entertainment business is a fake world. It's not a real world.
But
when I go home and shut my door, it's a different world. Yeah, same with Pete. You can't just moan at me, because Pete does the same. He shows them and he shows.
But what I'm saying is
I show them in mine. It's the same.
It is a fake world, and it's not real, and it's okay, and it's, you know, great fun to, we see it in Hollywood all the time. Great fun to play, and the spats and the public, you know, that everybody loves that.
I don't even want to go down that. It's like, I don't want to do it. I had that with Dane Bowers, you know, and it was a horrible thing. I don't even want it now. I really don't want it. But all I want to do is be in a room with Pete and just talk about the kids. That's all I want to do.
Right. So that's the bottom line. The bottom line is enough of all this nonsense. Yes, it is a business, as you agree, when it needs to be a business. It's very difficult to separate private life from business once you start playing that game. But the kids are uppermost in your thoughts.
Absolutely. Like I said, all I want to do is meet in a room with Pete. No, none of his management team. None of them, none of my people, me and Pete Neville. I haven't even been in a room with him since we split. It's, what, 5 months?
Well, maybe
I've seen him once, and that's all I want to do, honestly.
I think
we'll get Denise Robertson to sort it out for you. Denise is here today. We'll get you in the same room.
Excellent.
Right, let's move on from that. Let's talk about the book. You mentioned it a couple of times. Because
this is the side I think people should be focusing more, which is you've had this incredible career, and mainly based on your image and the way that you dress and the way you look, and there are girls out there that kind of see you as a complete icon and want to dress
like you. Hey.
And want to be like you.
I'm not a fashion icon, we all know that. I don't go out the house thinking, oh my God, I'm going to look like this and that, be pictured, and, you know. I've done the style, but purely because when I do my web chats and stuff and Twitter and all of that, so many people ask, like, where do you get your lashes from, your hair from, your clothes from? So I just thought, why don't I do the book and just say that? So that's what I did.
And there's different ways you can look like different yous, if you like. So you've got the Jordan look, you've got the Katie look, the yummy mummy, the celebrity, the red carpet. And does it kind of, if you buy this, can you kind of then go, right, I can then recreate this?
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of pictures, and, you know, I look back in the book and I think, oh my God, did I look like that? Look at my teeth there, look at my hair there, what was I wearing? You know, of course I do, but at the time it felt right. But I'm like everyone else. When I get home, I like to take all my makeup off, put my hair up in a scrunchie, put my trackie on, and just relax like everyone else and flick through the Sky Channel and watch telly. I'm the same as everyone else, you know. I'm in this industry as well, and we go to work, do our bit, but I am the same as everyone else when I go home. Cup of tea and watch the telly like everyone with a duvet.
When was the first time you had enough money to go out and buy something of your own that didn't rely on your mum buying it for you, something like that?
Probably quite a few years ago, but I don't waste my money on clothes so much. It's more like, well, now my brother will let me spend my money because he deals with my money. Horses. I spend a lot of my money on horses. They cost me a fortune because I want to do my dressage. And the kids, I spend a lot of money on their clothes. Rather than me, I'm quite high street with Ryan and whatever, I'm quite high street. But the kids, my money does go on them. What
was the first thing when you had enough money to go out yourself? What was the first thing that you bought?
Probably a car.